like, the splash screen message said Leon did nothing wrong, but it took, like, a bit too much time for the game to boot up. Well, not boot up, but for OBS to actually recognize it was there, for you to actually see that message. Who is the Leon in this context anyway, and what could he have possibly done wrong to warrant a splash screen message saying that he did nothing wrong? So yeah, last we left off, we were playing the mod by Blue Dissonance Development. It's actually quite a big team. Oh, there's that Monica face that's just kind of been throwing me off for like the whole mod. Seeing that head on that body just kind of threw me off for like the entire game, really. So I'm pretty much just going to see what the rest of the weekend routes look like for the other characters. And then that'll be it for Blue Skies. Pretty much almost finished with this thing. I might be able to even do the rest of it in one sitting. So yeah, Natsuki. We'll just see if this is more or less like an edit of the original game's dialogue. I'm expecting it to be so. We were exchanging phone numbers and literally just fast forwarded past that. Her phone case is bright pink with black polka dots. It's about what I expected from Natsuki, although the phone itself seems to be of one of the older generations. My phone, on the other hand, is a dark gray and doesn't have a case, just a screen protector. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. Once we're done, we hand the phones back. Keys, your contact list is sad. It's basically just Sayori and your parents. Hey, why are you looking at my contacts? I had to put in my number, duh. Well, I'm not a very social person. I figured. My dad would kill me if I had a boy over. That's a bit strict. I doubt my mother would care, since she probably won't be home. Good, that works out just fine. Alright, I'll text you what we need. See you then. Thanks for the advice on Sayori. Oh, this was about Sayori being, yeah, depressed, or showing signs of such depression. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. Before I know it, she lets me know she's outside the front door, and I rush over to the door to open it, and... Okay, I haven't heard this rendition of... I'm trying to think if this sounds familiar or anything. Hi, Natsuki. Just trying to see if this music sounds any sort of familiar or not. Nah, I don't recognize it. I'm not sure what I expected, but seeing Natsuki in her casual clothing surprised me. It's such a huge difference from her uniform. With such cute clothing, she looks almost like a different person. Frankly, I'm at a loss for words. Level Engine, why are you just staring at me? Sorry. Jeez, I just got here. It'll be a long afternoon if you keep acting weird just because you're not used to seeing me out of school. Right. Okay, now move, I'm coming in. Over her shoulder, she's carrying a large bag made out of a thick plastic. So it makes me wonder who actually composed this music, if it was composed or something by some of the people on this mod team. Yep, I wasn't gonna come all this way just to find out you're missing something important. Speaking of important, did you get everything I asked you to get? Natsuki asked me to go out and buy some things if I didn't already have them on hand. Which reminds me, don't get too mad, but judging by the look on her face, I doubt it helped. Oh, don't tell me you forgot! Are you kidding me? I know, I'm sorry. What were you doing all weekend that you forgot to go shopping? Practicing my poem for the festival, which isn't completely a lie. I did actually spend some time reciting my poem to myself. Natsuki, meanwhile, looks at me with disbelief. You were practicing your poem? Yeah. Natsuki sighs as her expression softens a bit. Well, I guess I'll give you a pass this time. I expected you to say you were playing video games all weekend, but don't think you're completely off the hook. We still need those baking supplies if we want to get anything done. Well, I do have some money, and it's only like a mile to town. Do you want to just go buy the stuff we need? Well, it's not like we have any other choice. Just so you know, it's not a date or anything. Alright. Alright, dummy. Let's go. I feel like we should do something special. It is the festival after all. Something special with the cupcakes? Yeah, but, like, something more than just the flavors. I want to have it to do with the actual look of the cupcakes. Kind of like those cat cupcakes on my first day, right? Yes, exactly. Something related to the look of the cupcakes? Well, it is a literature event. Maybe you could put kanji characters on each one. Like, in frosting? Yeah, every cupcake could have a different character on it, and people could choose a cupcake based on which characters they like the most. That's actually not that bad of an idea. Do you want to do it? Considering that's the best idea we have, I guess so. Alright then. There's that downtown again. Oh, I went here with Sayori when I did, like, the weekend route with her. Oh, that same XYZ Mart. I recognize that from last time, and whoever that anime girl is up there, underneath the building with the R on it. Even though I'm pretty sure that really doesn't narrow it down at all, because, well, there's a lot of buildings here. Some of them probably have, like, R's too. The one with the R in the oval. Like, up here, say. I can't recognize this girl. I think I was supposed to, but I can't. I've already texted you what we need, so just go off that for your list of supplies to get. Will we need any special for the characters? Just a smaller frosting nozzle. I'll get that, you just focus on your stuff. Sounds like a plan. Natsuki heads off into a nearby aisle while I pull out my phone. I scroll through my text and eventually find the list she sent me. French vanilla extract. And everything else, apparently. She dumps her stuff in my basket and walks me to the register. I hand over my money, and before I know it, we're already walking back to my house. That was quick. That's like a mile away from your house, and like... utensils, bowls, and spilled ingredients cover the countertops. Natsuki has her focus on the cupcakes themselves while I work on the frosting. Hey, where's the food coloring? Still in the bag on the table. Why? I'm gonna color the bat a different color so it looks cooler, even if the flavor is still chocolate or vanilla. You think we should do that to the frosting as well? Sure. Alright. I've noticed Natsuki has been a lot more calm and friendly towards me ever since we starting baking. That should say started, by the way. I think I've only managed to point out like 4 or 5 typos throughout this entire mod, so it's still like really good. And even then, it's been a while since I actually did part 2 of this live stream, so I don't even remember for sure. Maybe it's less than that. Preheat to 350. Is the icing good? Really beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, I retrieved the whisk from Natsuki and follow in her example. Good! You're a fast learner. Thanks. You're a good teacher. Natsuki's face turns slightly red. Yeah, I am. I chuckle at Natsuki's gloating as she walks back to her workspace. Once the icing's a good consistency, I retrieve the food coloring from Natsuki. Missing an apostrophe here, but... I mean, if you're kind of just reading through the dialogue quickly, you'll probably just, like, not even notice that. I don't want you getting icing everywhere. I look down at my hands and realize they're covered in icing. Oh, geez, how did I not notice that? Don't ask me. You're the one who didn't notice his hands were covered in icing. Being smug, are we? Well, take that. I wipe my index finger on Natsuki's cheek, leaving a glob of icing behind. Natsuki shoots me a look of both shock and anger. Oh, you didn't! Now it's my turn to be smug. Oh, but I did. Without warning, she dips her finger in the frosting roll and swipes it across my entire face. You look so dumb! I walk over to the sink and grab a paper towel. So that's how it's gonna be, huh? I dramatically wipe my hands as Natsuki braces herself. Yep. Then so be it. I slowly back up and put my hands up. It doesn't have to be like this. Natsuki ignores my call for a truce and tries to wipe icing across my face again. This time I catch her wrist as she swoops in. She tries to fight back with her other hand, but I grab that one as well. Only if you apologize for getting frosting on my face. You're the one that started it! But I only did it a little. You smeared it across my entire face. Now apologize. Fine, fine, I'm sorry. Thank you. Now apologize to me. I'm sorry as well. I'd say I'd win this one. Suddenly I feel a sharp pain in my right shin. I let go of Natsuki's wrist and stumble back. Ow, did you just kick me? I warned you! Ah, jeez. I hold my leg in pain as Natsuki stands triumphantly. Don't underestimate me. Okay, okay. I'm sorry, and I surrender. Ha! I win! You may have won the battle, but not the war. If one kick can send you down, winning the war will be a piece of cake. I roll my eyes and sang another laugh from Natsuki. Alright, we should probably get back to work. Probably. Dyeing the icing for the kanji characters black. Mix the food coloring, frosting bags. I really just want to see what the hell Hell's Kitchen is going to be like. Apparently it's... Okay, let me just see if I can get the description real quick. I want to pull up the description for this one real quick. This terrible mod that nobody asked for is done. If you want to see Gordon Ramsay shit on Natsuki's baking, download here. Oh please, we're not at school. It's not like anyone's judging you. Just admit that you're cute. I'm not cute! Fine, whatever you say. Just focus on doing the characters. Jeez. Here, let me show you how to do it. Natsuki quickly teaches me how to use the frosting bags and we quickly get to work. Finally! Yeah, finally. It took us longer than expected. We finally finished and placed them neatly in rows on trays. That was fun, I guess. What, you didn't have fun? No, I did. I just didn't expect it to take that long. It wouldn't have taken that long if we didn't have to go to the store. I said I'm sorry. Yeah. I just wish we had more time so we could read some manga or something, but I really have to get home. My dad's making dinner tonight. Lucky. I'm on my own for dinner tonight. Frankly, I'm not really that hungry. I might just skip it. No! I mean, you shouldn't do that. You should always appreciate every meal you get. Wow, dinner must be really important to you. More than you can imagine. Growing up, we'd only really have family dinner when everyone was home. Considering both my parents worked a lot, it was rare. Especially now. I should get going. Yeah, anyone who's played exit music will know the context behind you should savor every meal you get all too well. We should do it again sometime. I'm just saying, if you ever want to bake something, I'd be glad to help. That's... Natsuki steps closer and looks up at me. Her expression is tense as if she's trying to hide her emotions. Really nice of you. I gotta go, bye. Guess I'd better get to cleaning. Day of the festival. We've been to the festival. Wait. Okay, this is apparently new dialogue. I can't skip. Overslept again? Or couldn't decide what to have for breakfast again? She immediately pouts. You're such a meanie sometimes. You know my teasing is all in good fun, right? Of course! Oh, hi Asuna. Yeah, hello. I'm just trying to finish off Blue Skies right now. I'm gonna go through as much of the dialogue as I possibly can that I haven't seen yet. Mainly because, well, this is a nice mod. I want to just give them a little more exposure to people that worked on this. There's a lot of... still doing a lot of skipping, actually. Where are the cupcakes? Don't tell me you forgot them. I got the cupcakes, right? I'm more or less probably gonna skip this stuff because I've already seen the festival. That was in part 2 that I did that. Yeah, I did this last DDLC livestream where I went through the entire festival. Pretty unique spit on it. It wasn't well, maybe I could have expected that, but... This dialogue hardly seems to be any different from what I recognized from the last livestream of this I did. Asuna and Sayori. Nice. Yeah, if you want to see how the festival went, there's part 2 of my live stream. I think I'll just give you the link, because I do so many live streams that it's probably going to be hard for you to find, maybe. I'll just give you the link real quick. Then I think we'll do the Yuri route after. Blue Skies, and copy this link. Yeah, that was actually part 2 of my Doki Doki Blue Skies live stream. Alright. I want to see what the weekend with Yuri looks like. I'm assuming it's not going to be too different from the original game, but... Yes, Yuri. I already picked you, Natsuki. Don't complain. I can already tell you're about to say something mean. Don't. I just spent the weekend with you. Now I want to spend it with Yuri just to see what we do together. And my nose is itchy. Pardon me. Something about aromatherapy. It's Yuri, looking incredibly sheepish. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you or anything. It's just, I realize we have no way of contacting each other this weekend. I forgot myself, actually. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Do you want my mobile number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Okay, here you go. We exchanged numbers. As I add her name to my list of contacts, I realize how small my contact list actually is. Apart from Sayori and my parents, it's basically empty. A reminder of how life was before joining this club. Level engine. Sorry, I must have spaced out a little. It's okay, I was just saying I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. I thought that was Yuri's job to just constantly space out and apologize. Not at all. Don't underestimate yourself. I think it'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's simply what I want to do. Yuri, please don't overthink this. I know it's kind of impossible, but just trust me on this one. I didn't just choose you because I felt bad. I chose you because I genuinely want to help you with the decorations. Like I said to Monica, I've never made a banner before, so this will be new for me. And I'm kind of excited in a way. Yeah, I'm sure. I believe you. I think Sunday will be a lot of fun, Level Engine. I'm looking forward to it. So am I. Make my way out the door as Yuri follows. Sayori's nowhere to be seen. She's probably home by now. As guilty as I feel for not walking home with her, maybe she did just want to be left alone. After all, her behavior kinda suggested that. Why else would she shut me out whenever I tried to help? It's already Sunday, Yuri's upcoming visit, I'm anxious about it. I peek out of my window and notice, Yuri, she's not supposed to be here for a little while. I was worried about this was the wrong house. I probably should have asked about it earlier. No, it's okay. You're a bit early though. That's alright. I'm glad I took the time to tidy things up before she arrived. If she'd arrived early and I hadn't done anything, I would have been really embarrassed. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I suppose I was just a bit anxious that I'd followed your directions wrong. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that, for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. Actually, I had a bit of trouble. We're gonna have to go to the mall again. I'd rather not carry them with me. Sure, no problem. I quickly open up the front door to my house, and Yuri places their things just past it. That way we'll see them as soon as we get back. Right then, shall we? Oh wait, we walk to school? On a Sunday? Let me... The two of us briskly start walking to school. On a Sunday. The weather is beautiful and a light breeze blows throughout the streets. Why are we going to school on the weekend? I thought we were going to the mall to buy stuff. Oh, so you're just gonna grab the paint from here? I thought we were going to the mall for a second, but I guess I was dead wrong. This place should have what we're looking for. So we'll need a large cloth banner and some paints. Do you have brushes already? Oh, I never got to see the artist room before. That's nice. It just makes you feel like Doki Doki Literature Club with all these mods floating around, just much, much bigger than what Dan Salvato originally envisioned. I mean, it already is bigger than, like, what you see at first glance anyway. DDLC actually looks like it's that typical visual novel, then it gets disturbing and also really philosophical, too. I love it. Well, I know we haven't even started yet, but this is nice. We're doing something so simple together, yet it feels so enrapturing. That's a bit forward, isn't it? Yuri seems to think so too as her face flushes. I didn't mean for that to sound so serious. We're not even decorating it and I'm ruining things. She retreats into the deep purple shroud of her hair, fidgeting with a loose strand. Now this is the Yuri I'm more accustomed to. Yuri, I thought we went over this. You don't have to worry about that. I know that's just your way of expressing how excited you are to start working on our part for the festival, and I'm excited too. Oh, okay, if that's how you really feel. She nervously scans the shelves, picking out the various different paints we'll need. In the end, we spent a bit more time than I was expecting here. It seems she really pays attention to the quality of what she wants. But if it'll make things go well with Yuri today, I don't mind. Right. Shall we head back to my place and get started on this? Yes. We should have everything we need now. Once we arrive back at my house, I unlock the door and guide her up to my bedroom. Sure. Let's do that. She reaches down and... Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Do forgive me, Level Engine. I shouldn't be poking around the property of others. I don't know why I did that. It's okay, well, never mind. I'm glad I managed to catch her before she got a chance to look inside. There's things in there I'm not really comfortable sharing with others. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She starts to fidget with her hands, gently squeezing them. So what'd you have planned, Yuri? Ways to transform the club room. With the right atmospheric pieces, we can morph the world into our own citadel of scansion. That's how you even pronounce that. Our domain of declension, Yuri blushes. Perhaps she feels as though she got a bit carried away? That sounds ambitious. What kind of atmospheric pieces were you thinking of? Well, even something simple as adjusting the lighting or employing aromatherapy could be wonderful. I'm impressed, Yuri. You put a lot of thought into this. It's nothing, really. I was just hoping that I can make our recital an event that plucks at the soul. Through our words, our visitors can experience our struggles and strife vicariously. That sounds intense. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved, and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a cylindrical wooden object and places it on my desk. That's the incense burner, isn't it? Essential oil from the jasmine flower. Has a beautiful, alluring scent. Was there a particular reason you chose it? It's true that jasmine can aid relaxation. It has various other properties. It can enhance your emotions and stir the mind. What might simply be curiosity can grow into enrapturing awe and wonder. A mild interest can blossom into an exciting infatuation. Some would describe it as an aphrodisiac, but I think that has some more to do with the warm feelings it can give you. You're drawn in, your heart pounding along with the world around you. Doesn't that sound pulchritudinous, Level Engine? I like how the writers here are making Yuri use nice, complex words. Based on her reaction, it must mean something good. Some of us are not exactly sure what some of the words she's saying mean. I mean, she's no Vampirumbra, but she has still a really, like, complex vocabulary. It's nothing like Mr. Ye Old English, though. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different kanji character on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the kanji paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Out of pieces of paper. I mean, this could work beautifully. I mean, I wished it did. I already saw the festival. I hate to burst your bubble, but it's not gonna work. And I, for the most part, kind of just spoiled what happened in part 2 of my live stream. I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Oh, physicist. I'm just finishing up Blue Skies, and then I'm probably going to be doing Hell's Kitchen some other time at this rate. Suits me? It's kind of intense. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Did I get down the death strat? No, not really. I got close one time. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife on my index finger. Ow! Level engine! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Sterilize the wound, wrap it to halt the blood flow. Do you have gauze? It should. I raise my hand, cutting Yuri off. Okay, so to start whipping death when the crosses begin to overlap him. Okay, I can sort of imagine what you're trying to say. I don't think it's that serious. I probably just need a bandage. But I appreciate your concern. Will you be okay for a little while? Oh, yes, of course. I quickly run to the kitchen and rinse the cut and apply a small plaster. It stings a little, but that should be the worst of it. I went a bit overboard there. I'm sorry if I made things awkward. Yuri hangs her head shamefully. Yuri. My parents were doctors, so I always tend to jump to the most severe conclusions when it comes to personal injury. I never know how to read the situation. Okay, this is new lore on the backstory of Yuri. Don't really need luck for this. It's literally just reading text on a screen, talking with characters. It's really okay. Your heart was in the right place. May Achilles watch over you. Oh, I'm afraid we can't accept that pronunciation. It's Achilles. I see. The panic in her eyes evaporates, replaced by a calming stillness. Seeing her ease up a bit is reassuring. Maybe the oil diffuser is helping? Thank you for being patient with me, Level Engine. Yuri giggles shyly. That was really cute. I was definitely not expecting it. We resume our activities, progress on the kanji, door curtain. Oh, painting. She must have been looking forward to this. Could you retrieve the paint and brushes from the other room? I can stay here and unravel the banner. Yeah, sure. I'll be right back. Thank you very much. Okay, we're back with the paint. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's just get to work. I can't shake the feeling that there's something she's not telling me, but I don't push the point further. So, I think if we did a color gradient across the banner, it would look wonderful. starting with warm colors, then blending into darker shades. I thought a day to night cycle would be really pretty. Once it's finished, we could write something inspirational across it. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. What are you going to write? It'll be more fun to surprise you. Will we actually get to see what she has on her mind she's going to write on that banner? If this is too immature for you, then I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, I suppose it is. I'm glad you feel that way, Level Engine. Yuri places her brush down, pondering to herself. Most people our age want to do wild things, but I'm usually more comfortable doing something soothing. I'm quite content with just a bit of company. Even if it's something simple, like reading, we don't need to be talking a lot. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. I need to understand. I move at the same time as she does, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? I don't think so. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it from me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's warm, I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. That wouldn't really get the paint off very well compared to warm. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. We continue brushing, that should do it. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? It needs to dry first, so not yet. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? It's totally fine. In that case, there's really not much of anything else to do here. Just glad we managed to get everything done. Need to start making dinner soon. Well, I gotta go. It's not your fault at all. Sorry for being such a slow worker. I apologize to Yuri. Well, thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I was glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kinda say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or you can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Level Engine. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't want to make things awkward, but... I would like to spend more time with you as well. Just not the crazy Yuri. I like this Yuri, like, way, way more. I just can't get exit music out of my head. I mean, once you've seen that, it's gonna be really hard to, like, unsee it. I mean... Well... She was a he, pretty much played Yuri straight for, like, the opening of the mod. And also Monica kind of played her, like, sort of straight as well. Then pretty much completely and utterly flipped their expectations 180 degrees. For, like, the ending. Or, like, both, like, the midpoint of the mod and the ending. Yuri always being nervous, over-apologetic, the usual you'd expect from her for, like, the opening of Exit Music, and then she pretty much, well, the mod author pretty much took, like, all of Yuri's craziest Act 2 traits and pretty much drove them right up through the roof, and then, well, there would pretty much have been a hole in the roof, considering just how fast, like, her craziness shot up, like, let's just say that all her craziest traits from Act 2 pretty much got taken up to, well, it went off the scale, practically. What's worse is she had the audacity to say that she knew what was best for me, well, the main character in the game, the protagonist, despite the fact that you really wanted just wanted some alone time because Natsuki killed herself, despite the fact that Yuri was more or less one of the main reasons that Natsuki killed herself. We're talking about something way more depressing than this mod, by the way. So yeah, you drive one of your friends to suicide so you can get, like, this boy you like for yourself. He's grieving over his girlfriend's death, and then you just try and swoop in and take him like some sort of vulture. Yeah, that's the only word I can think of to describe her at that, like, in that mod is, like, a vulture. Or maybe the Grim Reaper. Wherever there's death, she's present, waiting to take advantage of it. Okay, I'm really, like, going off topic here. We already played Exit Music. Right, so we spent our weekend with Yuri. Now, let's see if we can spend one with Monica. I mean, it's not like she has the most work or anything. Heck, even Yuri has more to do. Natsuki, it's not a competition. Hey! Although, to tell the truth, I would have to agree. Not to put any pressure on you or anything, Level Engine. I think we're all kind of curious to know why, though. Because I already hung out with Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri. That's why. Now it's just you. It's just Monica. Not that much of an idiot. So you admit that you are an idiot! Yuri turns red when she realizes she's giggled out loud. Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insinuate. Nah, it's totally fine. I'm an idiot. My handwriting is absolutely atrocious too, so I don't think you'd want me anywhere near your banners. Oh, so you're stuck with me through process of elimination, eh? I didn't mean it like that. Now it's my turn to be flustered. Haha, only teasing. Well, I guess that I can't really fault you for your reasoning if you were only thinking about other people, but you better watch out because I'll be working you down to the bone. Is it too late to change my mind? No regrets. If I have you as a slave driver, I'm sure that the pamphlets will be flawless. As the other girls laugh, though, I can't help but notice that Monica's smile is pressed rather thin. Did she have reservations about working with me? I'll just have to prove to her that I can pull my weight this weekend. Hey, Sayori, was Level Engine always this much of an idiot? I can almost visibly see Sayori pull herself up to put on a smiling face for all of us to see. Well, I always saw him as pretty reliable. So it's more of a recent development then? Guess so. Man, why am I always the butt of the jokes? It's just a time-honored tradition to tease the newbie. Isn't there festival talk we should be going over right now? Alright. Let's get back to it. I'm not a newbie when it comes to these game mods. Wait, she's not walking home with me, Sayori? Before you go, Level Engine, I nearly forgot to get your phone number. We can't really work together if we can't even contact each other, you know? Oh yeah. By the time I turn away from Monica again, Sayori has already slipped out of the classroom. I don't know if I should go after her or not. I have to finish up club business right now, though, right? We exchanged phone numbers. Hey, this is Monica. Alright, I got your text. That's good, heh. An awkward silence ensues. It's during that silence that I realized I just exchanged numbers with Monica. I just received the number of one of the school idols. Granted, it was because we're doing work together, but even so. The silence is suddenly broken by Monica clearing her throat. Is it okay if I come over on Sunday then? Huh? Come over? Yeah, as in come over to your house. Oh, I just figured that I'd be the one going over to your place since I'm helping you and all. Would it be inconvenient to work at your house then? No, not at all. I mean, I can't ever really seem to go to anyone else's houses because, well, I don't know, you need to find more assets and art for that. The closer it gets... Okay, I love how the music that's going to be playing for, like, the weekend with Monica is pretty much mostly piano. Well, it's pretty much all piano. Because, well, that goes along nicely with her. I mean, she does play piano. She even writes us a song in the original game. She kills her friends and writes us a song. Well, Monica is just a really, really interesting character. No other better way for me to put it. Oh, some new casual clothes I haven't seen before. Never seen these ones. Hey. It's a strange feeling seeing Monica in casual clothes. Okay, I really like this one. You can see those legs. Just taking a look at those legs real quick. I'm a fan. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I kind of expected that she would show up at my door in her school uniform. Are you alright? You seem a little out of breath. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. Okay, that's good. Wouldn't want you out of commission now, would we? Well, your doorstep isn't too uncomfortable a place to work, I guess. Alright, let's head inside. It's always been this awkward. Me? I think so. I'm just going to attribute my sudden lack of social skills to a combination of Monica's casual clothes and being alone in the house with her. Is that all you brought? Although Monica said that she'd bring all the materials today, she's only carrying her school bag with her. Weren't you going to bring things like art supplies and paper? No, we have everything we need right here. Huh? Her laptop. It wouldn't look that professional either, right? So I decided to just do everything digitally. Sorry for not letting you know earlier. I figured that you wouldn't want to be too bothered about it anyway. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. If this is going to help speed things up and improve efficiency, I have no objections. I don't have enough ink in my printer to print out that many pamphlets, though. In that case, how about we go to the library to get everything sorted out? I know one nearby that makes high-quality copies, and since I go there a lot, they give me really good prices, too. Sounds like a plan. I watch as Monica quickly opens up a pamphlet template in the text document. Let's see. The Way They Fly, After Image of a Crimson Eye, My Meadow, and Jump. Are those poems we were reciting for the festival? Come to think of it, you never told me which poem you wanted to use. Good thing I had the foresight to prepare for this. Oh, I ended up settling on one I found online called Acquainted with the Night. Ah, the one by Robert Frost? I'm not surprised that you know it, but that one, yeah. Good choice. I'll just look up the poem right now so I can copy and paste it into the document. Are you going to give Robert Frost due credit for that poem? Sure hope so. When the stressed and unstressed syllables of the words alternate to create an almost musical beat, that's right, it's almost like a song or something the way it works. I also kind of like the themes of that poem. You can say they kind of resonated with me. How so? The poet was inspired by his experiences with depression when he wrote the poem, and although I've never had depression before, I could relate to the feelings of isolation and uncertainty in it. Those feelings are quite universal, aren't they? Yeah, you could say that. You should talk about poetry more, Level Engine. I can see you being really good at literary analysis if you tried. Well, maybe. Wait, are you calling me a slacker or something? I'm just calling it how I see it. I'll have you know that I do try. Which and when I need to. I hope that includes today's work, of course. Now, all we need is an okay, everyone, and it'll really feel like a club meeting. Are you making fun of me? Not at all. Only teasing. I do say that a lot, don't I? You could call it your catchphrase at this point. Monica puts on a pouty face that almost gives me a heart attack with its cuteness. It just makes me feel organized when I say it, okay? Hey, nothing wrong with catchphrases. It seems that while we've been talking, Monica's been working at lightning speed to finish everything. I guess there's not much for us to do if we're doing everything digitally, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of formatting everything correctly and writing some short informational blurbs. It's helpful having someone to bounce ideas off of, but in hindsight, you probably would have been more help working with someone else. That might be so, but I have my reasons. I want to work with you. I mean, baking artsy atmosphere stuff and picking out presents. These are all in those guys' fortes, right? That's why I'm not too worried about the workloads. I think that everyone will try their best, both because they take pride in their talents, and because they want the club to succeed. I don't think anyone will want to let down their friends either, right? That's true. How much is there left to do? I finished the cover page and the description of our club, along with different sections dedicated to each poem. She turns the laptop in my direction to show me. Displayed on the screen is a smartly designed, minimalist pamphlet. Photos relating to each poem's themes are placed in a way that draws the eye to center on the poetry. What do you think? Looks really professional, wow. Have you ever taken a graphic design class before? No, I've just had a lot of practice. My mother is lead designer of a large firm, so maybe it runs in my blood. I wouldn't doubt if that was the case. Do you have any suggestions, though? I don't have much of an opinion on art and design, not that you need any of my help on that front anyway. But as for the pamphlet's contents, how about a program guide? So that the audience can follow along more easily. Order to recite poems in, since Natsuki doesn't really care about performing in front of strangers, how about we have her go next? So that she can get it over with, you know what I mean? Sounds good to me. The soft sound of keys clicking fills the air as Monica starts modifying the pamphlet again. Yuri's probably going to be the opposite of Natsuki and want to delay the inevitable as much as possible. She is pretty shy. I don't think she'd want to go last though, because then all the attention would be on her. So how about we put her second to last? I'll be fine going last then. Alright, so that's me, Natsuki, Sayori, Yuri, and for our grand finale, you. When you put it that way, it kind of makes me reluctant to be last, you know. You'll do fine. While you're still editing the pamphlet, how about you add in short bios of each of us as well? I think that'll make it more welcoming for the audience if they get to know the people who are reciting better. Oh, it'll make the club seem more welcoming for any potential members as well. Another great idea is expected of Level Engine. I'm just throwing ideas out here. You're the one doing all the work. It is true. Does everything look fine to you? Definitely. That's a relief. Swiftly pulling out a USB stick, she saves the document on it and closes her laptop, slinging her school bag over her shoulder again. Alright, let's get over to the library now. I glance over at the clock as we head out. A few hours have passed by, and hopefully we can get everything else completed quickly so we can hang out with the thought of work looming over us. Right. I feel bad for making Monica pretty much do all the work, but this kind of thing is really more suited for just one person to do. Maybe I should have helped someone else. Oh well, they can probably handle themselves. Plus, I got to get closer to Monica today. It's a nice day, isn't it? It really is. The sky is a clear blue with only a few wispy clouds scudding across it. Although it's sunny, there's a cool breeze to ensure that it's not too hot out. Yeah, it's a good sign for tomorrow's weather. Wouldn't want the festival to be on a rainy day now, would we? We'd lose all the outdoor food stalls. Ah, the food stalls are always pretty good, huh? It's actually kind of surprising how well these students can actually cook. Yeah, usually you'd expect that student-made food would be kind of messy and either over or under-seasoned. Ah, now I'm hungry for homemade comfort food. I haven't had any in a long time. Do you not eat at home often? No, I pretty much always eat at home. My mom works abroad a lot, though, so I have to cook for myself. Is your cooking not very good then? Actually not bad at it since I got a lot of practice. To be honest, I'm just too lazy to put in the effort to buy tons of groceries and take the time to cook. I eat pretty unhealthily. Level Engine, you need to take care of your health. We can't have a club member down now, can we? I guess not. I offer up a sheepish grin that Monica chuckles at. How's your cooking, Monica? Oh, I'm okay. Don't be humble, you're probably a master chef or something. I'm not really not. You're pretty much good at everything, and you're a top student, not to mention a top athlete to boot. You don't need to boost my ego like that, you know. Hey, it's just the truth. Since you're already so involved with school activities, are you going to run for the student council? I could definitely see you as the president there. That's something I've actually been considering. It would definitely make my parents happy if I could do it, but I'm not sure if I have the time for it. There are a lot of responsibilities attached to the role. Right, you already have tons of things on your plate. I didn't mean to make you feel pressured or anything. Just wanted to say that if you ever run for student council president, you'll definitely have my vote. Thanks, Love Legend. I'm a sucker for that radiant smile of hers. If she ordered me to kill someone with that smile, I'd do it. Okay, that might have been an exaggeration. Downtown. Go to the library real quick. A bright blue sign emblazoned with the title. Oh, I love this one. Kuman. Kuman. Math and Language Study Center. Yeah, just change one letter and suddenly you have your own name for a Math and Language Study Center in your game mod. Kuman. Obviously, like an allusion to Kumon. Kuman? Isn't it that infamously strict cram school that spits out almost an equal number of broken failures and genius successes? I've never gone to a cram school before, and I'm extremely glad that I've never set foot in the Kuman. Why are we here, though? Monica? I seem to have led you the wrong way. Is Kumon really that bad? Never been to one. How much does Kumon cost per month? What is Kumon learning? Kumon class in the Philippines. This doesn't concern me at all. Founded in Japan, so I guess it makes sense that... I mean, I feel like this is very Japanese aesthetic-wise, all these signs, tall buildings. Well, the Japanese kanjis actually kind of just really give it away. Receptions and criticisms. The Kumon method is not useful to some students. Several professional educators and psychologists have spoken out against the rote memorization technique that Kumon implements, especially at younger ages. University of California Professor Alison Gopnik commented the preschool enrichment programs are at best useless. Such techniques does not give your child a leg up or anything. Reading program, mathematics program. Kumon method of learning. Okay, I'm really going off topic here. We'll need to hurry back to the library before it closes. It closes pretty early compared to other places. What's gotten into her? Hold on, stop! Monica! I lunge forward and grab Monica's arm, pulling her away from the crosswalk. A second later, a car speeds by, the blaring sound of its horn trailing after it. Above us, the red light of an open hand, a universal signal to stop us, glows. Oh, another work in progress. At least it's somewhat coming along nicely, but it's very, very, very unfinished. I hold her close in my arms, my breathing shallow and rapid, my heart beating a tattoo in my chest. I wouldn't doubt it if she could feel my heart beat against my chest right now. The blood rushes through my ears, and for a few moments I can't hear anything, only feel. We stand alone together amidst the rushing of the city, the rushing of my blood. Monica is warm in my arms, and that warmth comforts me. I don't think I'll be sticking around to see what the finished product looks like. Oh, I'll probably really want to see what this looks like. And yes, I can imagine that these are artists who are part of Team Blue Dissociative. I forgot the name, I'm sorry. That are working on these CGs themselves that, well, some of the CGs at least I know they're being worked on as we speak. Then reality comes crashing back down again. The noise of the busy city returns. It seems strange that the world still goes on without a care even after such a close brush with death. Monica, thank you. I'm just glad that you're okay. You are okay, right? Yeah. Yeah, I am. The feeling of relief pervades my body. Actually, it's not strange because we're friends and friends care about each other, right? Although maybe, well, I just see how our friendship develops before I get ahead of myself. I'm glad that you were here to make sure I was okay, Level Engine. Ah, of course. What happened anyway? Why are you so upset? I wasn't upset. I don't know. I was just a bit flustered. I don't even know why I was flustered. Does it have something to do with that Kuman building or something? You could say that. That's my cram school right there. I have cram school every day, so I guess I've just been conditioned to walk straight there. My brain just switched to autopilot. I see. Well, it wouldn't be strange for that to happen. Do you not like cram school? I just have bad memories associated with it. I want more of this backstory. I'm really interested now. It's pretty effective at boosting your grades since it basically forces you to study. I'm not sure if Monica's lying to make me feel better or if those are true feelings. Either way, this is a side of her that I've never seen before. Anyway, mind if you let me go now? Sorry. I quickly drop my arms and step away from her. My face is going red now, but I just couldn't help hugging her like that. I guess my protective instincts overwhelm me at the moment. Monica smiles faintly at me, still looking a bit rattled. How about we take a small break before we continue? We settle on taking our break at a small park. Well, they call it a park, but it's really just a small section of a street that has a few more trees and shrubs than usual, along with a public bathroom. Strange how we were chatting and laughing not that long ago. Somber mood. It seems like Monica's feeling the same way, and she doesn't make any move to speak. Hey, there's a vending machine over there. You want something to drink? Sure thing, that's pretty thoughtful of you. No sweat, I was going to get something for myself anyway. What would you like? A can of coffee would be fine, thanks. Well, do they have those in vending machines in Japan? I decide on melon soda for myself and quickly return with the drinks. Cans of coffee in vending machines. This is news to me. You done with your coffee? I can throw the can away for you. Yeah, I am. Thanks. I toss the cans into a trash can. Canception, by the way. And can't help but let out a yawn. I'm kind of sleepy after that. Huh. Maybe you should have brought coffee for yourself too. Huh, maybe. Anyway, guess you should lead the way to the library then. Right. I think that there's actually a shortcut we can take from here. Monica looks a bit happier now, thankfully. We set off into the city again, but this time through an area with narrower streets that are dotted with trees. Yeah, this looks like some Asian suburbs I saw on Google Maps like a while back. We're actually really close to the school. Okay, so we're in the same library we were with Sayori. Going and grabbing the bookmarks. It makes sense that she'd be a regular here, though, since she probably needs to pass out tons of handouts with all her leadership positions. Speak of the devil. That was fast. Oh, I'm just waiting for the librarian to print out all our copies. Don't worry, it shouldn't take too long. Ah, I see. I was just thinking about how you're involved in everything at school. You're the captain of the girls' tennis team and former president of the debate club, right? Yep. Although I'm definitely happy with my position as president of the literature club now. I don't know how you manage everything and still get good grades. Ha, and I'm the class rep too. Man, do you ever stop to smell the roses? I don't even have the time to do that. Maybe I'll buy you some so that you'll have to smell them. Wow, what a Casanova. It'll take more than one cheesy line to charm me, though. Where that line came from, I don't know. But that was smooth. At least for me it was. Anyway, it looks like our pamphlets are done, so let's pay for them and get going. We have for the counter where a tall stack of pamphlets lays. That'll be $29.75, please. Oh, I should probably get my wallet out for this. Let me guess, she doesn't have the wallet? I swear I put it in here. Her face has gone pale now, and it looks like she's flustered all over again. I think this needs some music, if it doesn't have. Okay, I was going to put on Radiohead's Full Stop, but I don't think this is going to be that dramatic, though. It seems I've left my wallet at home. It's fine, I'll pay for it. I hastily pull out my wallet out of my pocket before Monica can say anything. Okay, good thing I didn't go through the trouble to put some music on for this. I'm already bailing her out. I'll pay you back on Monday. Don't worry about it, I got your back. It's only $20 anyway. More like $30. $29.75? That's how they make you think you're paying less than you actually are? Nah, really, it's $30. I mean, rather than saying it's $30, just say it's $29.99. It's that one digit that makes you think that you're spending less. No, you're really spending $30. In fact, you're probably spending even more than that because taxes. So it's probably at least another like $3 on top of that because you gotta pay tax. Well, when you have to pay tax, that is, it's usually at least 10%, maybe like 13. Sometimes maybe a little more than that, depending on where you live. You know, Level Engine, I'm really glad that you decided to pick me to help. I didn't really end up doing anything, though. Don't shortchange yourself. You did all you needed to do today. Plus, you kind of saved me twice there. Once from the car and once from the librarian. To tell you the truth, I wasn't exactly excited for you to help me at the beginning, but that was only my gut reaction. So your distrust of my abilities runs that deep, huh? You know what I mean. I only thought that for a moment, alright? Alright then. My reaction was probably because I've been let down so many times already. For all my life, I've always been the one to take charge in group scenarios to get the work done, and after a while, I guess everyone I've worked with realized that they could just slack off and leave everything to me, since I'd always get things done. So you're just so used to it you automatically expect it to happen? You shouldn't stand for it though, you should be telling these people off. I can't help it. They never care, and I always care too much. This is just how things are. Well, don't try to lecture me on this, Level Engine. After all, weren't you one of those people not too long ago? Oh, that's right. I've done the same thing before too. Back when we were in the same class, I'd been in the group project with Monica once. She'd taken over as leader immediately, and I practically did nothing, and she did everything? If I wanted this to stop, I'd have to change the way society itself works. I won't say anything else to antagonize her for now. I'm not brave enough to do it, and I don't want to ruin the mood with an argument. Especially not after she just pointed out my own shortcoming. Anyway, after I thought about it, I realized I should actually be happy that you offered to help me. I mean, even though I'm kind of popular, most people don't actually help me with things like that. They just assume I can handle it, and since I usually like to take the hardest work on myself, that gives them even less incentive to help. Thank you, Level Engine. Even though you call me reliable, aren't you the reliable one here? Haha. It's nothing. I sheepishly scratched the back of my head. Hey, looks like we're back. I guess we're finished for today then. Clicks, clips, yeah, welcome to the stream, but unfortunately we're pretty much, for the most part, finished now. I spent the weekend with Monica, and before that, Yuri, and before that, Natsuki. And even before that, in part 2 of my live stream of Blue Skies with Sayori. Okay, maybe that was in part 1. I think it was in part 1. Part 2, I remember that had the festival in it. So yeah, this is pretty much going to be my last live stream of Blue Skies. I have cram school in a bit, so I have to get going now. Really? I really do want the backstory behind this cram school. Is there some dark secret in the but behind the Kuman school that she goes to that isn't yet mentioned in the demo. I've pretty much already been to the festival in part 2 in live stream, so again, I'm going to just kind of skip past everything for the most part. Yeah, we're pretty much finished, and I think maybe I'll just try and get Doki Doki Hell's Kitchen installed for the next live stream so that when I'm ready to do it, like, the mod's already all set up. And yes, someone actually made a mod called Doki Doki Hell's Kitchen, by the way. I don't know how long that's gonna be. It sounds like it's gonna be the kind of mod that's just gonna make me laugh. So I'm probably just gonna stop the stream now. Thank you for watching, everybody. And I'm gonna go start installing that. I might have time to do it tomorrow, we'll see. I mean, I really do want to see what Hell's Kitchen looks like. The Doki Doki mod. It's probably just gonna be some giant parody. Might be another shitpost like Sayori shoots up DDLC. Like, God, that was just shocking, that mod. Alright, thanks. Alright, I'm signing out now.